everyone. Welcome you all to today's class. So today's topic is coordinate geometry, and of course we are going to start from straight line, right? And chapter 10 of your NCRT textbook. Okay. So here very interesting facts. In fact, the straight line, I mean coordinate geometry contains very interesting facts, and it's really useful for, I mean not only for CBSE exams and also for competitive exams. It will help you. So let's study the concepts first. Okay. So let me take you to the classroom and yeah, the screen. So what is the agenda of our today's class? So as you can see the screen, yeah. So straight line, chapter 10 of NCRT textbook. So today's agenda is basically we will start with inclination of a line, then slope of a line to find slope of a line segment, angle between two lines when the slopes are given, and finally condition for two lines to be perpendicular or parallel. Okay. Now to start with, what is inclination of a line? So inclination means basically the angle made by the line with positive direction of x-axis. So it means, so x-axis means, so basically we can say the horizontal line. Okay, so it means whenever you see any slanting line, see the line can be horizontal or vertical, or it may be making some angle with horizontal, right? So we have three categories of lines. So basically the line may be like this. We can have horizontal line or vertical line, or the line may be like this. I mean making some angle with horizontal, yeah, ground you can say, or the line like this. So first category maybe you can say horizontal line. Second category it may be like this, and the line which is neither horizontal nor vertical, that can be taken in third category. Okay, so out of these three categories, now here inclination I am describing it as angle made by the line with positive direction of x-axis. So whenever I say positive direction, you see these two figures I have taken here. Theta is angle made by the line with positive direction of x-axis. So here also theta is angle made by the line with positive direction of x-axis. So it means inclination can be acute, yeah, inclination can be obtuse also. So if theta equal to 0, the line will be either coincident with x-axis, or it will be parallel to x-axis. And if I take like this, yeah, so if you write like this also, the angle can be 180 degree also, right? Or the angle can be, I mean if theta is 90 degree, you can get vertical line. Okay. So anyway, so theta is lying in the closed interval 0 and 180 degree, right? So angle made by the line with positive direction of x-axis. So whenever you take any line, suppose this is x-axis, angle should be taken like this. Okay, like in both the cases. Okay. Now, having the knowledge of inclination, it means the angle made by the line with positive direction of x-axis, we are in a position to define slope of a line. The slope of a line means what? Slope of the line means basically, in short, we can take it as tangent of the inclination. Tangent of the inclination of the line. Okay. If inclination is theta, tangent of the inclination is tan theta. Okay. So we can define in this way also. Slope of a line is the tangent of the angle made by the line with positive direction of x-axis. So angle made by the line with positive direction of x-axis, we call it inclination of the line. So tangent of that angle, right? And slope of the line is denoted by m. So it means if theta is inclination, slope m equal to tan theta. So it means if inclination theta equal to 30 degree, slope m equal to tan 30 degree 1 by root 3. Similarly, if theta equal to 45 degree, slope of the line is tan 45 degree. If theta equal to 135 degree, slope m equal to tan 135 degree. It means tan 180 minus 45. Okay, so tan 180 minus 45 means tan pi minus theta, which is minus tan theta. So it is minus 1. Okay, if theta equal to 0 or pi, okay, 0 degree, 180 degree or 0 radian, pi radian. So you can write m equal to tan 0 or tan pi. So in both the cases, you are getting m equal to 0. So in that way, slope of x-axis is slope of x-axis equal to 0, slope of any horizontal line, slope of any horizontal line equal to 0. It means slope of the line parallel to x-axis will be 0. And similarly, slope of y-axis. So when theta equal to 90 degree, so tan theta is not defined. So it means slope of y-axis, slope of y-axis is not defined. Okay, so slope of y-axis is also not defined. It means slope of any vertical line will not be defined, because if the line is vertical, it is perpendicular to x-axis. So it means inclination is 0. Okay, so now if we are given inclination, so we can find the slope directly. Is it clear? And you see, practically what is slope? Slope is basically, see, whenever you are, suppose for example, from ground level, you are just now going, driving, maybe you can take any basement, or you can say whenever you are visiting the malls where parking is underground. So whenever you are just making some angle with this, so whenever you are going in that and to the basement, so it's basically you can say dhalan. So that is basically slope. So in practical life, you have been using slopes, though mathematically you are studying the slope now, but you have been using that slope, in your daily life. So anyway, whenever you are given theta, so tan theta can be found out easily. But in case you are given the line segment, suppose for example we are given a line segment AB, so the line segment joining AB, so that is A is x1 y1, B coordinates are x2 y2. So basically what I mean to convey you here, we are taking a line segment joining two given points x1 y1 and x2 y2. So it means here we are not given inclination. So in case we are given a line segment joining two given points, how to find slope of the line? So now look at the diagram. I have taken here x-axis, y-axis. This is the line segment AB joining ax1, y1, b x2, y2. Okay, to find slope of AB. So what I have done here, so I have taken AM perpendicular from A to x-axis, BN perpendicular to I mean BN perpendicular from B on x-axis and AP perpendicular on BN. Okay. So now here you can see also I have extended, I produced BA so that it intersects x-axis at T. So this angle you can see angle ATO theta. So this angle BAP is also theta. Now OM equal to x1 and ON equal to, I'm just writing here, OM equal to x1 axis of A, ON equal to x2. So you can have MN equal to ON minus OM, that is equal to x2 minus x1. And here you can see APNM, that is a rectangle basically. So if this is x2 minus x1, so now AP equal to x2 minus x1. Now coming to vertical part, AM equal to y1. So PN equal to y1. Now your BN, this length, this is equal to y2. It means BP equal to y2 minus y1. Okay, so it means you can say here BP equal to BN minus PN, or you can say BN minus PN means AM, that is equal to y2 minus y1. Okay, now consider triangle BAP. This is your P. Okay, in triangle BAP. So now tan theta equal to P by B. It means you are taking here BP by AP. It means y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So slope of a line segment joining two given points x1 y1 and x2 y2 can be taken as y2 minus y1. So tan theta, yeah, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So tan theta stands for slope here. So slope M equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Okay, so just to remember it easily, so you may write like this also. Slope of any line segment joining two given points is difference of ordinates. Okay, difference of ordinates divided by difference of abscissas. Very clear? Difference of abscissas. Okay, difference of ordinates, yeah, y coordinates by difference of x coordinates. Okay, so in case you are taking y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, it is fine. But if you take y1 minus y2, then in the denominator you have to take x1 minus x2, right? So now slope of the line joining two given points, you can find like this. Okay, so let me take one example. Suppose, for example, yeah, find slope of a line segment. Find slope of a line segment joining A, suppose minus 2, 3, B, 5, 7. So if you are given the point, I mean the end points of the line segment, to get slope of the line, what you can do? So slope M equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So you can take 7 minus 3 by 5 plus 2. Okay, 4 divided by 7. Okay, so this is slope of the line segment AB. Okay, so next we have to take angle between two lines when slopes are given. So coming to our next agenda. Yeah. So angle between two lines. Okay, so next one is, yeah, angle between two lines. Angle between two lines whose slopes are given. Slopes are given. So here you can see slopes are given. So let me just take like this. Okay. Okay, so maybe I can just take a straight line. Okay, so I am taking here your x axis, y axis. So bear with me, the line is not coming straight. Yes, this one. Yeah. Okay, so here if I write like this, yeah, this is y axis. Okay, now I'm taking here two lines. So suppose this line is L1. Okay, and this line is L1, this line is L2. Okay, L1 inclination theta 1 because we are given slope. Okay, slope of L1, that is suppose M1, and M2 is slope of line L2. Okay, so let me take this inclination as theta 2. Okay, now let's take slope, angle between two lines, suppose theta. We want to get angle between L1 and L2 whose slopes are given as M1 and M2. So as you know, theta 2 is equal to theta plus theta 1, exterior angle theta 2. If you take this is a triangle, let me take this as suppose point of intersection A, this is B, this is C. So in triangle ABC, theta 2 is exterior angle, that is equal to sum of two interior opposite angles. So theta plus theta 1, or you can say theta equal to theta 2 minus theta 1. So we have slopes are given. So it means tan theta 1 equal to M1 and tan theta 2 equal to M2. This is given to us. Now tan theta equal to, from here we are getting theta is theta 2 minus theta 1. So tan theta 2 minus theta 1. So it means tan theta, here tan theta is not slope. Here tan theta is angle between two given lines. Okay, theta is angle between L1 and L2. It is not inclination. So we are not considering tan theta as what? Slope. It's not. Tan theta 1 is slope of L1. Tan theta 2 is slope of line L2. So tan theta is here, you can take tan theta 2 minus tan theta 1 divided by 1 plus tan theta 2 into tan theta 1. It means we can take M2 minus M1 by 1 plus M2 into M1. Okay, tan theta 2 is M2, tan theta 1 is M1. So it means what are we getting here? if theta is angle between two lines, so tan theta is m2 minus m1 by 1 plus m2 into m1. Okay, so whenever we say angle between two lines, like for example these are two lines, so you may take this and you may take this one also. So it means one angle will be acute angle, the other one is obtuse angle. So it means ideally you may get plus or minus here also. So what we can, just to avoid such confusion, no, what we can do, we will start like this. Let theta be the acute angle, theta be the acute angle between L1 and L2. So in that case, tan theta will be m2 minus m1 by 1 plus m2 into m1 modulus of this. Okay, so now in case someone takes m1 minus m2, here someone else, takes m2 minus m1. So though you are getting the answer which will differ by a negative sign, by taking this modulus sign, that problem can be solved. Okay, so it means if you are taking tan theta equal to this, when you open this modulus sign, you can get plus minus. Okay, or if for example, you are getting this is equal to root 3. So tan theta equal to root 3 means theta equal to 60 degree. So the acute angle between the two lines is 60 degree. Automatically obtuse angle will be 120 degree, right? So you may take, like when there is no no instruction like this, so you may take like this. Theta is the acute angle between L1 and L2, so tan theta equal to this. So here one more advantage will be, whether you write m1 minus m2 or m2 minus m1, that problem will also be covered. Is it clear? So this is about, angle between two lines. Okay, and next thing is, okay, so if theta equal to 0 or pi, as you know, tan theta equal to 0, right? Tan 0, 0, tan pi also 0. So it means this implies m2 minus m1 by 1 plus m2 into m1 equal to 0, which gives you m2 equal to m1. It means two lines are parallel or coincident if slopes are equal. So two lines L1 and L2 are parallel or coincident if and only if their slopes are equal. If and only if their slopes are equal. Okay, so two lines are parallel or coincident if slopes of the two lines are equal. So in that way, so you can have, so when slopes are equal, so it means that way slope of x-axis will be 0. We already have taken that. Okay, now next, so it means this is the condition for two lines to be parallel. Similarly, if theta equal to 90 degree, it means two lines are perpendicular. Okay, so if theta 90 degree, tan 90 degree, tan theta is not defined. So this implies m2 minus m1 by 1 plus m2 into m1 is not defined. So if this, this is not defined, we may take 1 plus m2 into m1 equal to 0, or you can say, denominator 0. So m1 into m2 equal to minus 1. That means what is the conclusion here then? Two lines are perpendicular. We can conclude here two lines L1 and L2 are perpendicular if and only if product of their slopes equal to -1. Okay, product of their slopes is -1. It means M1 is -1 by M2 and M2 is -1 by M1. It means slope of one line is negative reciprocal of slope of the other line. Okay, so these are the some of the concepts we have to cover today. So two lines are parallel, perpendicular. So basically, among the various applications of slopes, one application, let me tell you. So here one of the applications is, so earlier for, suppose the lines are, coincident, so slopes are equal. So if I write here AB and BC, for example. Okay, if I take 3 points, okay, so 3 points A, B and C. Okay, so now 3 points are collinear. So earlier what we used to take, 3 points are collinear if area formed by these 3 points equal to 0. Now instead of taking area, what else we can do here? We can find slope of AB, then we can find slope of BC. Okay, so if the slopes are equal, okay, so if the slopes are equal, suppose it is M and this is also M. So it means ideally AB and BC should be either parallel or coincident, but AB BC cannot be parallel because B is the common point. Okay, so in that case ABC, I mean AB and BC will be coincident. Okay, so ABC are collinear. So even not, I mean when you have to prove 3 points are collinear, so you can use slope concept here also. Okay, so maybe one or two questions just before I wind up the class. Okay, so question number 1. Yeah, so you can write here, show that the line first, show that the line joining, show that the line joining 2 minus 3 and minus 5 1 is perpendicular to the line joining 4 3, you can take 4 5 and 0 minus 2. Okay, so when two lines will be perpendicular, so two lines are perpendicular means product of their slopes is -1. Okay, so here you can write, you may write your A, B, C, D. Okay, so you can find slope of AB equal to difference of ordinates by difference of abscissa. 1 minus of -3, 1 plus 3 divided by -5 minus 2. So you are getting 4 here, -7, minus 4 by 7. Okay, slope of CD equal to, here it is -2 minus 5, 0 minus 4, means you are getting minus 7 by minus 4 means 7 by 4. So you can compare these two. Here let it be M1 and let it be M2. Okay, so M1 and M2 negative reciprocal of each other, or you may write M1 into M2 equal to minus 1. This implies AB perpendicular to CD. Okay, hence proved. Okay, so similarly, in case it is, the two lines parallel, you can find slopes of two lines. Then you can see if slopes are equal. Then you can say slopes are equal and there is no common point in between, right? So you can conclude that the lines are parallel. Okay, next one is, okay, so we can take one more question. Find angle between the lines. Find, yeah, this one last question. Find the angle between the lines joining. Find the angle between the lines joining. Yeah, 0, 0, 2, 3, 0, 0, 2, 3 and 2 minus 2, 2 minus 2, 3, 5. Okay, so we are given two lines, line segments, endpoints are given. So here you can write, it may be A, B, C, D. Okay, just name the points. Now you can say, yeah, slope of AB, 3 minus 0 by 2 minus 0. 3 by 2, let it be M1. Okay, slope of CD, that is equal to 5 plus 2 by 3 minus 2. Okay, so you are getting here 7. Okay, yes. So here you can say let it be your M2. Let theta be the acute angle. Theta be the acute angle between AB and CD. So as you know, your tan theta equal to M2 minus M1, 1 plus M2 into M1, right? So we are taking modular sign because we are taking theta as acute angle between two lines. So M2 minus M1, if I write here 7 minus 3 by 2, 1 plus 7 into 3 by 2. Okay, so that is equal to 14 minus 3. Yes, so then here it is 2 plus 21. Okay, so that is equal to 14 minus 3 is 11. Okay, so 11 by 23. Let's check it. Okay, slope of AB, slope of CD is this. Yeah. Okay, so tan theta equal to this. Now, so angle between, you can write here, tan theta equal to this whenever, tan theta equal to 11 by 23. So you do not know the value, right? If it is root 3, 1 or 1 by root 3, you could have written this. So here you can write tan theta equal to 11 by 23. So it means let it be tan alpha. Okay, so here angle between AB and CD is tan theta equal to tan alpha. We are taking angle between 0 and pi. So the angle will not be repeated, right? So you can write here theta equal to alpha. But you have to mention here where tan alpha equal to 11 by 23. Okay. Okay, so that is acute angle. Acute angle between these. But we are not given acute or obtuse. So we can write here angles acute and obtuse both we may take between AB and CD are, so you can write here alpha, okay, and pi minus alpha. Okay, so this should be the final answer where tan alpha equal to 11 by 23. Okay, so in case you get root 3, 1 by root 3, so you can easily do it. So no problem at all. But whenever you get such answer, okay, so you can always do like this. So that's why I just thought maybe we can start with such questions. I mean such coordinates. Okay, so these are some of the questions you can be able to find slope of the line when angle is given, I mean inclination is given. You can find slope of the line segment when two endpoints are given, and you can check whether two lines are parallel or perpendicular, and also you can find angle between two lines. Okay, so thank you so much. So let's wind up the class and see you in the next class.